We pull no punches. Press the button, subscribe.
Fight fans, welcome, and joining me on the channel today, cruiserweight Jack Massey. Jack, how you doing?
I'm all good, mate. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. It's great to get you back on. And first of all, congratulations on moving into your new house as well.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Cheers. There's a lot to do yet, but
hard work pays off.
Yeah, that's it.
Brilliant. Well, it's been announced you're returning to the ring. We'll come to that shortly.
Yeah.
But first of all, I'd like to get some feedback and talk about your time out of the ring. Boxer, who you're promoted by, and Ben Shalom have done a deal with the BBC.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be on free-to-air prime-time TV with many more eyes on the sport? How do you feel about the deal that Boxer's done?
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how it pans out. Obviously, it's going to be free for people to watch, which hasn't been like that, in boxing for, I think it's about 20 odd years. So it's exciting. It's nice knowing that, your fights are going to be on in the pubs or whatever in people's houses, and people are watching it and tuning in. So it's the more eyes on the sport and the more eyes on you, it's the better. So it's all good. I told you my little girl might pop up.
No problem.
It's all right.
Well, when Boxer ended with Sky, it was unknown what they were going to do for a broadcaster.
Yeah.
As obviously a fighter promoted by them, was you sort of left in limbo? Did you have any idea what was going on for a long, long time?
Didn't have a clue. No, we didn't have a clue. But you've just got to stay with it and stay focused. Like this year, I mean, straight after the Opetaya fight, I was straight in the gym, and I've not been out of the gym. I've not been out of the gym for a year. Just training hard, waiting for a fight date, and eventually got one. But that's been postponed again, which is frustrating. But
yeah, we will definitely come to. I mean, literally postponed like a couple of hours before we've come on here.
Yeah.
I mean, so obviously months and months went by. Me as a fan, checking all the time what's going on with Boxer. Are they going to get a broadcast deal and that?
Yeah.
So for months on end, like literally, there was no communication. You was just waiting to just get the go ahead. We've got a broadcaster now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously when they're doing deals and stuff like that, they've got to be obviously careful who they tell. If stuff gets out there, it's all got to be behind doors sort of thing. So on their part, I suppose they can't really let the fighters know, because if it gets out, boxing is a very, very small world. So yeah, but it was just frustrating. At the age I'm at now, just coming off a world title fight. Should have been straight back in there, but it's no fault of my own, and I don't. It's not much fault of theirs. They obviously transitioning from Sky to the BBC. It took time, and just everything up in the air. So it was just had to stay on it.
Well, I was going to come to that as well. I mean, 12 months out of the ring, like it must have been. Well, it still is at the moment. Obviously, a really, really frustrating time for you, isn't it?
Very, mate. Yeah, it's happened before, and I know how it is. It happened a couple of years ago when, I mean, that was a bit different. I was having a bit of a legal battle. I won't go into it, but it's very frustrating, and it's hard enough just to try and squeeze 3 fights a year, and when you're getting nothing, it's not nice. It's very frustrating, and you're just chasing the carrot all the time. And when am I fighting? I think that's the hardest bit about boxing. When you're fighting, the question: when you're fighting, when am I fighting? Yeah. I think that's it's not getting in the ring, getting your head taken off or whatever, or someone wanting to punch your head in. It's a case of like when you're going to be fighting. When at the end of the day, it's a job as well, and you've got bills to pay and put food on the table. I've got a little girl and a family, so
new house as well.
That's it, new house to pay for. So it's everything's up in the air, and it's very frustrating.
I can well imagine as well. Obviously, with the time you've had off, I can imagine the lots of DMs you've been getting when you're fighting, when all those kind of questions.
That's it. Yeah, it makes, and that's frustrating. But in a way, it's frustrating that I can't have anything for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd love to have a date and say, yeah, I'm fighting on such and such a day, but when you haven't got it in you and you're walking down the street or you're out and about or on social media and people, oh, when's your next fight? When's your next night? Because sometimes people, that's the first thing everyone asks a fighter, when's your next fight? And, you know, it's no fault of their own. That's just the first thing what pops into their head.
Yeah.
You know, they want to see you back out, and it just gets so frustrating.
Understandable, yeah. I mean, you do, even though you've had that frustration, you do seem like the kind of guy who just gets on with things, makes no fuss about it, and remain extremely patient, don't you?
Yeah, you've got to. I mean, what else can I do? You know, I don't know anything else.
Fair
I
enough.
was saying this the other night to my mate, but yeah, I think the best thing is to stay in the gym and stay in and around it,
Stay ready.
and just stay fit and ready, and you know, keep ticking over sparring,
Yeah.
and take it out on the bags and take it out on your sparring partner. So it's a great meditation, or whatever you call it. So yeah.
Those poor bags and sparring partners. So as you mentioned, the postponement, you was meant to be back out October 25th, show postponed very recently.
Yeah.
It's been announced it's now November the 29th in Derby, which will be the undercard of Fraser Clark TKB for the British heavyweight title. You're going to be in a 6-round contest against Ivan Gabriel Garcia.
8 rounds. 8 rounds.
Sorry, 8 rounds.
Yeah, that's okay.
What are you expecting from that kind of fight? Are you looking to sort of like shake the ring rust off, make a statement?
Yeah, I mean, make a statement. You know, if it doesn't go past whatever rounds, I'm not fussed. Get back in there, make a statement on the BBC, and you know, coming off a world title fight loss, you know, I need to get back in there and make a big statement and show people what I'm about. So yeah, it would, you know, it should have been a comeback fight, you know, straight in after that loss. That's what it was all about, and yeah, and then move on to, you know, some sort of title after that. So
Yeah.
But yeah, it's ring rust. It's one of them. You know, just get in there and do what you do, and I think make a statement on more than anything. I've been sparring, I've been getting the rounds in, so
Brilliant.
been training all year, so I've not been out the gym messing about. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah. Well, your opponent was last out against Leonardo Moscaya, who beat Chev Clark, and he took him 9 rounds.
yeah.
So he seems a durable kind of opponent. Do you know much about him at all? If you've done much is there much footage to find of him?
Yeah, I've seen bits of him. You know, obviously he's not at this level I'm at now. You can't just get a walkover. You know, just a knockover journeyman.
Yeah.
You know, obviously he's coming to fight, and he's you know, he's coming for the win. But that suits me better than anything. You know, everyone what knows me knows that it's when someone's coming for it, it's that's when you see the best out of me.
On the front foot.
Yeah.
Definitely. Obviously, a TV fight is always good as a fighter to be on. But these like sort of fights, 8-rounders from sort of like fighting for world titles, are they hard to get up for?
Yeah, no, I see every fight as the same. You just got to get in there and do what you do, and yeah, just do a demolition job, and just it's what, you know, it's what I've always done, and it's what I do. I'm a fighter, and get in the ring. It doesn't matter who it is or what it's for. I've never really had that difference in pressure where it's, you know, you're over in Saudi Arabia fighting for a world title, or you're fighting, because anything can happen in that ring. You know, you could be in there with, you know, someone who you're expected to knock over, and they could catch you with a shot and cut your eye, or
Yep.
you know, put you out of there. So it's or you could, you know, injure yourself. So it's a fight's a fight to me. There's pressures behind every single fight. So
Okay. Well, the original date, as I said, 25th of October. Another fight is happening that night. We've got Fabio Wardley and Joseph Parker at the O2.
yeah.
As a fight fan, that was frustrating for me because it was a show clash with the boxer show. Now the revised date for your show has been announced, November the 29th. That's also clashing with Ben Whittaker's debut on
Yeah,
Matchroom.
yeah,
As a fan, it's extremely frustrating for me. What's
yeah.
an opinion, like someone who's going to be performing on the one show, for you to have a show clash between two big promoters in the UK?
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of them. Obviously, there's you've got three of the main boys in the UK that are top promoters. You've got Frank Warren, Eddie Hearn, and Ben Shalom, and you're always gonna get clashes every now and then. It's but it is what it is. I'm just there to turn up and fight and do what I do. So I don't really think into it too much. On the plus side for me, it's going to be on BBC.
Lots of eyes, yeah.
Lots of eyes and possibly lots of new eyes. People that
Yep.
don't usually watch boxing. So it's looking at the positives like that. It's hopefully big things to come.
Brilliant. Well, am I right? Am I right in saying that after this next fight, you have one fight left on your boxer deal?
I do, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously you're returning. You had your world title opportunity against Jai Opetaia in Saudi.
Mm-hmm.
What's your short-term and long-term goals for you?
I want to be fighting for another major title, possibly a world title after this next fight.
You want to sort of like get back into the 8 round and then sort of go that step quite quickly again. Okay.
Yeah, I want to be straight back in there. Fancy Ramirez. Possibly Bill and Smith both fight for. Getting there. With Bill and Smith, that's a fight I've always wanted.
Great fight.
So big fights. That's what I want now. It's I'm in my prime. 32 years old. Been a professional for be coming up for 13 years now.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
The Ramirez fight, very good one. Obviously, you had your Jai Opetaia. The Chris Bill and Smith one domestically would be a cracker.
Yeah.
Jai Opetaia, we spoke before. You said to me, he's like streets ahead of a lot of the cruiserweight division.
Yeah.
Do you ever look at that and think a couple of years down the line, I think I might want another crack?
Definitely, 100%. Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely get back in there. Not, and I've said this before, and I'm not giving excuses. I'm not one for excuses. And I'll say it before I say it. If I was 100%, he still probably would have beat me, Jai Opetaia. But it was probably one of the worst camps I've ever had.
Mm.
I got married in between it. 6 weeks before. I trapped a nerve in my back. 2 weeks out, I didn't do anything for a week. But like I said at the beginning, he probably would have beat me anyway if it was 100%. But what I'm trying to say there is, you didn't see the best out of Jack Massey. I think you could have seen it a lot more. And that's probably one of the main reasons, apart from the cut on the eye, why Joe, threw the towel in. Obviously, he's with me. He's been with me through the whole camp. He's seen how it went, and obviously that was in the back of his mind as well. So, didn't want to see me get punished too much if I wasn't 100%.
That's fair enough. Do you know? Obviously, you got Jai Opetaia, Ramirez, like you spoke about. You got Badu Jack as well.
Yeah.
How do you see sort of a Jai Opetaia Ramirez fight going if it happens?
I think Opetaia just beats all of them with ease. I don't think it's a competitive fight whatsoever. I think he beats him with ease. From what I've seen of him up to now. So, and I think that's a little bit obvious, saying that he's been avoiding him.
Yeah.
He's even gone to the extent of getting an operation. No, I'm only kidding, but yeah, he's avoiding him, and everyone at the top is.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Everyone underneath him is as well. It's
apart from you was William, wasn't you?
Yeah, it's a funny a funny world, the boxing world. It's I think people want to get in there and try and challenge themselves and find out if they are the best.
They're not all Jack Massey though, are they? That's the thing, as you say, in the boxing world. It's a strange old place. So, realistically, you're willing after your next fight, if you can get the opportunity to sort of step back into world title opportunities,
Absolutely.
and if it's a big domestic level fight, I mean, obviously he challenges for world titles himself. Like, well, he's been world champion. Chris Billum-Smith.
Yeah.
He's got a WBO interim fight coming up. It's that domestically is the fight that really interests you.
Yeah, 100%. We could make it. Obviously the winner goes on to fight for a world title. I think it's easily done.
Yeah, I can't see why not. Obviously, same stable. It's not hard to do, is it?
I'd go to Bournemouth. I'm happy going there. Doesn't bother me.
Would be a cracker of a fight, 100%. I don't see how style-wise that fight fails at all.
That's it. It's been, everyone talks about it. It's one of them fights what would make a great fight, and that's partly why we're all in it. We want to put on mouth-watering fights for the fight fans.
Definitely.
So, that's what it's all about. I want to retire. If I don't manage to get a major world title, I want to be remembered as being in good fights.
Brilliant.
Entertaining fights.
And that's certainly what you are in. As a fan, I watch all boxing, and some of the fights you've been in have been fantastic watches.
Yes, mate.
So going forward now as well, obviously you've got your boxer deal. It will come to a stage where obviously you'll have to negotiate a new deal or options. I mean, your time you've had with boxer, you've had some good fights, you've had your opportunities you've had. Do you see yourself remaining with boxer for the foreseeable future?
Yeah, listen, I can't fault them. Obviously what's happened this year, it's been out of my hands, and things that, obviously they lost, like I said, they lost the Sky contract, but they've looked after me, and it's what they've done for me up to now. Getting me the Joseph Parker fight, getting me on that's skyrocketed me. And then we had the comeback fight in the January in Liverpool on the Liverpool show. Eubank and Smith got that first round knockout, and then we was onto the Chamberlain fight. So it's getting the European and Commonwealth. So they've done absolutely great for me up to now. So I can't complain.
That's fair enough. So if it all goes to plan, on the I was going to say the 25th. It's not the 25th now. It's 29th of November. When do you think you will be back out after that?
Probably, I'd like to be out. Early next year. Definitely straight back out there. Yeah, I liked the idea of when I mentioned that I did fight in January, and that's the only year I think within my career I've had 3 fights in a year.
Really?
Which is crazy, yeah. Yeah. And probably because I fought in the January. Yeah, it's just, I think I've probably had one of the most unluckiest careers. Like I say, I've been a professional boxer for 13 years. So if you do the maths, it's what if I had 25 fights, it's not a lot for the amount of years I've been professional. Obviously some of it down to injuries and setbacks and stuff like that. But yeah, it was quite nice having 3 fights in 1 year, and that's when you see the best out of me, when I'm active.
Definitely. So the Jack Massey train is back running now. If you did, last question, but if you didn't get sort of big opportunities in the new year, obviously you're taking this 8-rounder now. Are you obviously you're prepared to fight anyone, but are you happy to sort of like build your way back up into the positions again?
Yeah, definitely. There's always going to be big fights there now. Whether it's at European again. So there's always going to be big fights like that available still. From what I've done up to now. So we'll just have to see how it pans out and see how it goes.
Well, obviously, of course, the reason why I'm saying that, it's the inactivity's the problem, isn't it? You have to
Yes.
start building yourself back into the rankings properly and everything again, don't you?
Yeah, yeah. Might have to do the go the old school way and just keep getting out there on small little shows like they used to do. Six fights a year.
Yeah. But the thing is, the way you are as a fighter, you are literally prepared to do anything, aren't
I
you?
am. Yeah, of course I am. It's
It's a breath of fresh air, to be honest, because I like for example, Jai Opataya, who you can tell he just wants to fight. He's not bothered about the bullshit that comes with boxing. He just
no.
wants to fight. Whereas you get your prize fighters in the game who ain't really bothered about world titles. Not naming any names, but probably imagine who you want about. But that's what I'm saying. It's refreshing to have someone like you.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people obviously try and take the easiest route and get the most money, but money is a big thing. But you've also got to think, you've only got a certain amount of time in this game, and if you just try to chase the big fights and you try to cut corners and try and get the easy routes to this and that, you're just gonna become unstuck, and you're not gonna get anything. So take the fights. Take the fights if you lose, doesn't matter. Build yourself back up.
Absolutely, and like I say, so refreshing. Well, Jack, I'm really pleased your career is getting back on track, and we'll be seeing you in the ring again.
Thank you, mate.
And once again, thanks for coming on my channel. And
Thanks for having me on, mate. Appreciate it.
no problem. Definitely speak to you again in the future, and all the best with your career going forward.
Big shout out to Warren Bradley.
Yeah, definitely. He'll love that part, mate.
Tell him to stop asking me when I'm fighting now.
Yeah. I'll DM him after this, mate. Cheers, Jack.
Appreciate it, mate.
Cheers, mate. All the best. Cheers. Thank you.